That was a recreation of the 569 personal best one-handed single that I got a couple of days ago, and now here's the reconstruction. If you want to follow along, the scramble will be up there on the top of the screen. So in this scramble I did yellow cross, and we have red edge right here, green, blue, and orange. And the other two key things to notice are this pre-made pair, and these two right here, which will end up being my second pair. Now, I think that the cross solution here is pretty intuitive. You do F2, solve these two, and then you have a free pair. As a challenge for the viewer, I want you to track what this pair is going to end up being after you insert this free pair that will be preserved. So you'd start with this F2, but in order to execute it better one-handed, I started with the cube like that, and then with this starting grip, I did it as a D2. So D2, wide R instead of L to solve that blue edge, R, D U prime in order to get everything lined up and move the pair over, and then inserting this pair will set up these two as a free pair, and I predicted all of that in my inspection. So then I go to insert this, and it's pretty easy to look ahead for this blue and orange pair after that. And then as I do that, inserting this sets up my blue and red as a free pair for my last pair. So I cube rotate and insert that, and I have a really easy OLL case, and because I have matching colors here and opposite colors here, I knew that I was going to get my corners permuted correctly. I wasn't certain that it was going to skip, but sure enough, it skipped with no AUF. I stopped the timer, 569, PB single by almost 0.3, and my first PB single in over 2 years. And this is the scramble for the 651 that I got like 5 or 6 solves before the 569, and that was already the fastest one-handed solve I've gotten in at least a year, I think. So I was shocked enough at that, and then the PB came not long after. So I've got this edge already solved, this edge with the free pair, orange and red. This isn't like the most optimal solution, but what I did to solve all this and preserve this pair is I started with L2 like that, D prime. So I've got those 3 edges solved, and now I do D2 U prime in order to move this out of the way and set up this edge that I can solve with F prime, D prime, U prime at the same time, and now I've got this pair, and then it's pretty easy after that to go into this pair. And this, I mean, not the most simple pair, and it's kind of awkward doing it with the Z rotation, but not a hard solution. And normally I would do, you know, triple lefty sexy, but I did inverse here for some reason for this last pair. And then I just had a last layer skip. And so I had to do, I guess, R2 from that angle, and I was done. So yeah, those are 2 really fast one-handed singles that I got in the past few days. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.